Just as I was thinking about how to interpret superstar Rajinikanth's tweet on the Jananayagan movie issue, very beautifully he worded it. Those who are responsible must face justice and so on. So, for those conspiracy theories who says that Vijay's camp itself leaked the movie, because the whole point of the movie was as a propaganda tool prior to the election. So if the movie comes out after the election, so there is, the whole game is lost. So is it possible that some money changed hand and the movie was leaked by the team itself? So all these are the question marks, right? Or it could have been any people in the production, editing, or God knows who, right? So it's not fair for us to make allegation without proof. And then there's theories about it being on the 14th of January. Therefore, some VIP who was given access to the full copy, maybe to try to buy to settle the issue with the censors, leaked it, and so on and so forth. But anyway, today we want to talk about another shock, a repeated shock when Kamal and Rajini come together. I don't know why. Even there was big hesitation among certain segment of fans when Lokesh Kanagaraj, who was a Kamal loyalist, wanted to direct Rajini in Coolie, and then everybody knows how that turned out. Rajini's trust was totally eroded. Rajini, he is a very, how to say, very trusting, very loving, very forgiving person. Almost opposite to how he was when he was young, very angry, very brash. He wanted things very fast until he collapsed. He had this neurologic collapse, and Balachandar had to guide him back to the industry. And even then he had this feeling he wanted to go back to Himalayas and so on. And so the support of people around him, you can say even including Kamal Hassan, who wanted Rajini to be around for the competition aspect. So all these sort of brought Rajini back to Kollywood, despite still visiting Himalaya once a year and so on, whenever possible. So he has really worked very hard to control anger, control all those emotions, being humble and so on. However, the life and fate never ceases to challenge superstar. So his good intention to help out Kamal, who was facing some challenges after the major defeat in the box office by Indian 2, and then subsequently Thug Life, absolute shocker, terrific directors. We don't know what happened. The combination just collapsed just like that. So is it that Kamal is carrying too much of negative aura? Maybe we all know he doesn't believe in God and all these kind of things. Whether the accumulated karma, as some might call it, causing a lot of negativity, and whether Rajini is also being dragged down by this constellation, we do not know. However, the RKKH project is still yet to come, because the shooting itself is only supposed to start at the end of the year. Rajini mentioned August. Okay, Nelson would be very tired after rushing through the post production of Jailer 2 to immediately start that project. So we do not know whether it is just an announcement or something more serious. But definitely Thalaivar173 was help by Rajini for Kamal. Previous projects where Rajini tried to help people like Pandian, for example, to help SP Muthuraman and team, received quite an average response. It wasn't like a big blockbuster, and SP Muthuraman's wife also passed away during the shooting of that film. However, Arunachalam did reasonably well. He wanted to help out some of his friends and actors by making them co-producers and distributing some of the money to them. And so Arunachalam was another helping situation by Rajini. The premise looked very promising, something about tailoring and then some spy kind of thing and so on. And the young music director Krishna 808, I believe his name, terrific background music song, and we were all hoping that the full version would be released. Everybody was excited for it. And out of the blue, sudden rumors of Cibi being dropped yet again from Superstars film. I don't know what this Cibi maybe should go to some temples and do some hardcore prayers. So the rumor says that apparently Cibi had some prior commitment in a Telugu film project, and To walk away from that, Cibi would have had to repay some massive amount of money or something like this. And so it since the Kamal project is supposed to be a low budget quick project, that is throwing spanner in the works. Even when Sundar C come out, now people saying that Sundar C came out because he had intention to enter politics and so on, since he's now standing in the election. But one would suspect that the very tight budget, very tight timeline, and a lot of compromises could have been a big reason. Because unfortunately, unlike directors of 1980s who can deliver, like Guru Shishyan, for example, within 30-40 days of shooting, they can deliver a hit project, right? Everybody work very efficiently, and very cost consciously, time consciously, and so on. But nowadays, things are such that these kind of projects become difficult to be completed. So now that Rajini is of a certain stature, commands a certain budget, demands a certain pre-production and so on. So when they are trying to do something fast, it seems to get stuck, right? So I still hope Cibi gets a chance. He seems to have turned over a new leaf. Those stories about him having a big ego, which caused him to be dropped previously, is not really there anymore. He is talking also in a more humble way, in a confident way. But unfortunately for him, the previous project, if it's true, then he's out. So who's the next director? Sindhu C is out, Cibi is out. So the Kamal produced, Rajini acted low budget film seems to be in a limbo. Maybe it's a good idea that since the nature and the aura seems negative, for them to just let it go and do their respective other commitments. Maybe it's better that Rajini and Kamal stay as separate opposite poles of the Bollywood film industry. This is the feeling we get when we see all these things happening. But fans, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that they should still proceed with Rajini acting and Kamal producing, or somebody else produces, and maybe Kamal can, be an investor or one of the multiple producers and so on? So that might reduce the negative energy somewhat. Anyway, Jailer 2, everybody's hoping something good will come out of that, and Thalaivar173 is in a limbo. Maybe it'll be dropped, and Rajini will rest until the Kamal Rajini Nelson project starts to move along end of the year. It's a disappointment for fans who are used to Rajini's speed and hoping for a good old, simple story, very fast project, nice comedy and so on. But who knows, the Ashwath Marimuthu project, the one where he talks about some college professor kind of a story, which was initially for Simbu. Maybe Ashwath will be back in the game. So what do you guys think? Who will be the I think it's almost like now a gambling or a lucky draw. Which director do you think will finally make Thalaivar173? Guys, do share your thoughts in the comment section. But for fans, any project Rajini does will watch happily as long as the whole team works hard and sincerely. The film might do very big or average in the box office, but sincerely made effort will always be appreciated by the fans. So don't be too greedy like TJ Gnanavel putting in 2-3 themes in one film and confusing commercial versus serious films. Do it like Thalapathy Maniratnam in a serious way, or proper commercial like Padayappa, K.S. Ravikumar. Then probably the film will most likely do very well. So with that, I say goodbye to you guys. And if there are any other topics that you all like me to talk about, whether it's about Superstar Rajinikanth or about Kollywood, do share in the comment section. So anyway, best of wishes to Rajini, and maybe Kamal will find a different way of combining so that Kamal can earn some money and Rajini can help his friend. Okay guys, thank you, take care, bye bye, see you around.